What's going on? Brian Tong here, and welcome to Googlicious for everything Google you could think of. The Google Pixel 2 and 2 XL were riding a wave of momentum last week. Initial reviews were high. 2 Google pop-up shops opened up over the weekend. But the Google Pixel 2 XL, their flagship phone, is reportedly having screen burn-in issues. Now, Android Central's Alex Doby first reported seeing faint outlines of the navigation buttons against a gray background on the bottom of his Pixel 2 XL. That's after about a week of use, and multiple outlets are now reporting the same thing with their Pixel 2 XL phones. Now, this could be more of an image retention issue instead of actual screen burn-in, but all signs are leaning more towards burn-in, and it's not good either way. Now, here's Google's official statement on the issue. The Pixel 2 XL screen has been designed with an advanced POLED technology, including QHD+ resolution, wide color gamut, and high contrast ratio for natural and beautiful colors and renderings. We put all of our products through extensive quality testing before launch and in the manufacturing of every unit. We are actively investigating this report. So they're looking into it because they better. Now, I'm kind of glad I wasn't able to get a Panda Pixel 2 XL because they didn't have any, and we'll just have to wait and see how this resolves itself. Now, there was even a little controversy before this screen burn-in issue about the Pixel 2 XL's display, with reports saying it shifted colors to a slight bluish tint when you rotate the phone in your hand at a 45-degree angle. The LG V30 had the same exact thing with its POLED screen. I've tried the Pixel 2 XL in person, and come on, it's really a non-issue to me because you'll always be looking at your screen head-on. Then people were complaining its colors were washed out and not as vibrant because a lot of you are used to the saturated look of the Galaxy OLED screens. Now, the colors look more natural to me. Most people will only even see this side by side, and again, come on, it's another non-issue for me. But then most people complaining online about this are blowing it up and have never seen the phone in person. Now, in another official statement from Google, they said, "We designed the Pixel display to have a more natural and accurate rendition of colors this year, but we know some people prefer more vivid colors, so we've added an option to boost colors by 10% for a more saturated display. We're always looking at people's responses to Pixel, and we will look at adding more color options through a software update if we see a lot of feedback." You know, it's never a good thing when you have to make 2 statements in less than a week about your new phone. Now, the screen burn-in, that's a real issue, but these other complaints to me are just over-exaggerations. Either way, it's been a tough first week for the Pixel 2, but they didn't make it any easier on themselves when it came to their Made by Google pop-up shop. Now, there's only 2 in the entire US, one in New York and the other in Los Angeles. I checked out the LA store, it looked great, and these 2 guys were lost daydreaming. But more than a handful of people left the store without a Pixel 2 or 2 XL phone, specifically because they were only selling the Verizon version of the phone and not an unlocked one. But if you really wanted one, you could sign up for a 3 gig prepaid plan for $40, then pay a $20 activation fee, and once you do that, you could then pop in your AT&T or T-Mobile chip and use the Pixel 2, but Sprint still won't work until their network is upgraded. Come on, who wants to do that instead of just buying the phone outright? Bottom line, come on, don't let people who want to buy a phone from you walk out of the store without one. Make it easy. I saw several people who left the line on AT&T and T-Mobile who were ready to buy one, but they didn't because of this. So you combine this with the screen burn-in issues, and I'm sorry, but that deserves a boogle. And I know it hurts, but it's been a really bad week for you, especially on launch week, and knowing how competitive the smartphone landscape is, you just gotta do better, Google. In fact, they might have saved some people from more frustration depending on how this screen burn-in issue plays out. Now, moving on, I'm not a big fan of these let's see what it takes to destroy a phone because most of this never really happens in real life and we just want to get some video stream views. But Jerry Rig Everything did a little more sensible test to see how durable the Pixel 2 was, deliberately scratching it in different ways, and yes, if you bend it really hard in your hands, it will bend. Now, the other test by Phone Buff is also a little more realistic. If you drop it on its backside, it survives pretty well, especially compared to an iPhone 8 with its all-glass back. But if you drop the Pixel 2 on its screen, it will crack. Oh my Good to know. And in another Pixel 2 XL story that is likely to make the rounds, 9 to 5 Google has found that the top speaker on the flagship phone is about 10 decibels quieter than the bottom speaker. Now, they discovered this by using a noise meter app on an iPhone and an Android app that allows you to control which speaker sound is played from for the Pixel 2 XL. 9 to 5 Mac had earlier heard from their sources that a Pixel 2 XL hardware defect was being fixed where the top speaker at louder volumes was causing vibration, so they decided to turn it down with software. Now, Google also tried turning down the bottom speaker, but it made the overall max volume level too low overall for their liking. So they tested this out, and their tipster was right on the money. The top speaker is louder than the bottom one. Now, no, this is not a deal breaker, but you know what? It's just another thing to add to the list of annoying little things happening around the Pixel 2 XL right now. Lesson: making phones isn't easy, y'all, and I sure as hell can't do it. All right, that's it for this week. You can email me at Googlicious@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you all next time for some more of that Googlicious.